Arena Singleton in Standard. It is one of our favorite formats when it does come around, and until we get Brawl on Arena, it's the closest we're going to be able to get to playing Commander online. I've played the format a lot, and today I want to talk to you about my favorite cards to play in white and the strategies that I choose to embrace behind the color. Let's go! Hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. I am Joel. Today we are going to talk about the color white in Singleton on Arena. Real quick, if you would do me a favor, click that subscribe button down there if you like the video and tell a friend about our channel. It would really help us out as we grow. Appreciate it. Let's talk about some Singleton. So, quick caveat to this video, and I've shared this with all of our monocolor Singleton videos. These cards were chosen in a vacuum. They're not chosen specifically to synergize with any strategy or line of play. More so, I've chosen these because I think that they're very powerful cards in kind of a mono-white, good stuff build. As such, there are no gold cards in any of these monocolor deck lists, including this one. Occasionally in some of them I have chosen some artifacts, but only when I think that the color has some deficiency that I need to address in a Singleton monocolor deck. Also, the deck list is in the description below, so you can use this deck straight up, copy it and paste it and play it as a ready-to-go deck, or you can use this as more of an inspirational list of white cards that I think are powerful that you should maybe consider playing in Singleton. So let's get into the deck right here. We've got all of our monocolor decks for Singleton. White one, let's go. So we are going to embrace more of an aggro strategy and more of a play a creature and then enchant it strategy with this deck list. As such, we've got Healer's Hawk, we've got Hunted Witness, Leonin Vanguard, Skymarcher Aspirant, and Legion's Landing. We've got 5 ways, we could use some more, but we've got 5 ways of getting a creature onto the battlefield on turn 1 so we can get the aggressiveness rolling. After that, we've got Adanto Vanguard, Tithe Taker. That is going to be our 2-drop creatures. Then we get into some of our removal and utility stuff. Baffling End is going to let us remove a 3-cost creature off the battlefield. Dawn of Hope, if we can gain life, we get to pay 2 and draw a card, and putting 4 mana into this, which is going to be huge in Singleton. Versatility late game, this is a huge mana dump, with soldier creature tokens that are going to trigger that ability and possibly let us keep drawing cards. We've got a cantrip that draws us 3 life. This could be a first cut if we want to focus more on one of the other strategies in the deck. Seal Away is going to remove a tapped creature at instant speed, and Summary Judgment is either going to do 3 or 5 if we can wait. Danitha Capuchin. This is going to be a great target for any of the auras or any equipment that you possibly might want to put in this deck. Mentor of the Meek. Lots of creatures in this deck, power 2 or less, excuse me. It's going to give us card advantage and let us keep drawing cards. We've got Militia Bugler that is going to go and get 2 or less power creatures out of our library and into our hand. You'll see that's kind of a theme with a lot of the available white cards, so that is a line of play that you could definitely embrace in your deck building and make a main point. Another 2-power creature that's going to replace itself with a flying 1/1. Resplendent Angel that's going to become a 5/5 lifelinker and be creating other tokens if they don't answer this. That can hit as soon as turn 3. Benalish Marshal is going to be an anthem for all of our creatures to get bigger. This is going to remove big threats off the battlefield, and it's going to let us exile it. This card against Rekindling Phoenix specifically is fantastic to play. Dub, this is going to be a great one to target any of our flyers because it's going to make them 2/2 plus and first strike. But we've also got Danitha that is just going to be absolutely a house with 2/2 and first strike added onto her. Exposed to Daylight, because we've got access to features like this in the color. Might as well get rid of that Search as Cancer or whatever pesky artifact is currently troubling us. Luminous Bonds is going to make a creature pacified. Unbreakable Formation is a way for all of our creatures to swing with Vigilance and get a +1/+1 counter and be indestructible. And at instant speed, you can make our creatures indestructible in case somebody tries to board wipe us. History of Benalish is just a ton of value. 2 2/2s, and then it's going to make them 4/3s for 1 turn. Absolutely fantastic. Shalai. I'm including this card. I know that it's got green on the card, but the card in and of itself is fantastic. A 3/4 flyer for 4 that is going to give us and our planeswalkers and our creatures hexproof. That's absolutely fantastic. Baird. Here's a legendary Vigi. It's more of a pillow fort type strategy, 2/4 Vigi guy that is going to keep creatures from attacking us unless the controller of those pays 1. This again is one that can first cut. I really do like this card, but it seems like it's a strategy that you might want to build around specifically. Leonin Warleader, however, is a fantastic 4-drop for 4/4, and whenever it attacks, you're going to get 2 1/1s with lifelink that are already tapped and attacking. Love this card. Seriously love this card. Conclave Tribunal is going to exile a permanent, and we can use our creatures as mana for it. Ixalan's Binding is going to keep a thing off the field. It's going to exile a non-land permanent, and it's going to keep it from being replayed if somehow it comes back into their hand. On Sarah's Wings, this is another fantastic aura for Danitha or for really any of our creatures. Ajani. Gonna put +1/+1 counters on the creatures that we get onto the battlefield, and we're gonna get some of our 2 or less creatures back. Settle the Wreckage is essentially a board wipe for all of their attackers. Venerated Loxodon is gonna make all of our smaller creatures bigger. It's a kind of anthem, plus it's gonna leave a 4/4 to help out. Lyra Dawnbringer is a finisher. If she goes unanswered, this is absolutely the game. Flying First Strike and lifelink, plus she's going to give +1/+1 to our Resplendent Angel. Love Lyra, have to include her. Cleansing Nova is going to destroy all creatures or all artifacts and enchantments. Huge, need to run effects like this, and we're able to play around it even though we're a creature-based deck. And then Zatalpa. Zatalpa is a finisher, if you can't notice. Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. This is a card that has to be exiled, so you're eliminating a lot of possible removal strategies for it. And most times if you resolve Zatalpa, your opponent goes into scoop phase. Now, I've talked about these a lot while I've been doing these monocolor deck techs. This is the uncommon Dominaria land, Memorial to Glory, that's in white. I think that this is a good one. With cards like Benalish Marshal and with Venerated Loxodon, I could see it coming to pass that you want to pay 4 and sacrifice this land because you don't need it anymore, simply to get 2 1/1s onto the battlefield. I could see this coming into play. I don't think it's as strong as, say, the black one or the blue one, which is going to net you a creature back or draw you cards, but I could see this one having enough value to play. So that's going to do it for our mono white Singleton deck list. Let us know what you think of it. Let us know if you're playing a deck like this or what colors you're combining with white to great success in Singleton. We've got streams every Sunday and Wednesday night, videos all the time. Appreciate you watching. I'm tapped out. Catch you later.